Hello friends, today we will discuss the Hindu analysis of 11th February. So let's start. The first news is a row over Yogi's jibe at Kashmir, Bengal, Kerala. This is on UP's upcoming assembly elections. It's political news. So now, restore peace, High Court says in hijab case. So as we have already discussed, the hijab case has started in Karnataka, where school administration, did not allow a girl student to wear hijab and come to school, and this, you know, issue was issue had got internationalized. So High Court has told that one must restore peace and not let the issue become violent. Okay, so no quarantine for travelers from 82 nations. At-risk tag for countries have also been removed, says Health Minister. This can lead to boost in economic activities. At the same time, there is always a threat of health emergencies. Next is police analyze street crime in capital, reduce vehicle thefts. In local news of city, not much of importance. Now, Delhi government asks centre for rupees 11 crore from Nirbhaya fund. Again, some extent local news of Delhi only. Let's see some important news. Like Rajasthan rolls out political appointments. State, executives appointments are getting rolled out by Rajasthan government. Now, let us see. So today some great editorials have come. Like this editorial says wrong signal. So High Court order accepting national security bogey to shut down channel is concerning. Right. So the Kerala High Court judgment has upholded governments revoking the broadcasting permission to give Malayalam news channel Media One is wrong. So the editor says that the High Court judgment which it has upholded the government's revoking of the broadcasting permission, it is wrong. The I and B Information Broadcasting Ministry did not renew the channel's permission to uplink and downlink signals after the Indian Home Ministry declined security clearance. The company and some employees challenged the action. The court seems to have endorsed the government's stand that it was a national security issue. Therefore, there was no need to observe principle of natural justice. Actually, what is the case now? There is always a conflict between national security and freedom of speech and expression. But it's not the real conflict, but yeah, people say that is a conflict because in the name of national security, government sometimes tend to encroach upon the freedom of speech and expression. So this editorial talks about the same, and also since High Court has upheld the government's decision citing national security issues, so this issue becomes even more important. Coming to the next editorial, local job laws that raise constitutional questions. What is this? State laws that limit the right of out-of-state citizens to go against the idea of India being one nation. Actually, the Supreme Court of India will soon hear a petition to remove stay on Haryana State Employment of Local Candidates Act. What Haryana has done, they have, you know, uh, introduced reservation for locals in jobs in Haryana. So this leads to uh, locals getting reservation for jobs, and hence goes against the idea of India being one nation. Also, Supreme Court has already held in Indira Sahani case that 50% more than 50% reservation cannot be done. So this goes against that also. This literal talks about the same thing. What are the benefit of introducing local reservation? What are the harms? Like what benefits can be there? Locals will get job, migration will reduce, overall development of area will happen. And what can be losses? Meritocracy can get harmed, and separatist movement can begin, private sector will get demotivated. These all things can be there. Now, frozen by uncertainty, RBI has forsaken its mandate of ensuring price stability to give an impetus to the economy. See, the Monetary Policy Committee decision to leave interest rates unchanged and retain its accommodative policy stance, albeit with one member dissenting over the stance, with the central bank frozen into inaction by the Knightian or unquantifiable uncertainty surrounding the pandemic economy. What has recently happened that the Monetary Policy Committee's meeting has happened. It is a bi-monthly meeting, means meeting in 2 months, where RBI decides the interest rate, basically repo rate. So what has RBI done that it has kept interest rates unchanged and retained its accommodative policy stance. What is accommodative stance? Means in the next meeting it may reduce or keep the rates unchanged. That is called accommodative stance. And at the same time interest rates have been kept as unchanged. So this shows what that RBI has been frozen into inaction. They're not taking any action, especially when the economy's pandemic hit. So this needs to be changed. RBI should take proactive action in order to boost the economy and lead to sustainable and inclusive growth.